Florida Classic 2024. It's more than a game, it's an experience. The Florida Classic is more than just a football game and more than an in-state rivalry. It's now the nation's largest football game between two historically black colleges and universities, surpassing the Bayou Classic between Grambling and Southern in New Orleans as the top-attended game in the NCAA Division I Football Championship subdivision. Since its inception in 1978, over 2 million spectators have attended the game. The Florida Classic, formerly the Florida Blue Florida Classic, is a friendly annual college football rivalry game between two of Florida's most popular HBCUs. One of the schools is Florida A&M University, a large public university in Tallahassee, while the other is Bethune-Cookman University, a small private school in Volusia County or Daytona Beach. The Classic boasts strong economic, cultural, and social significance. As such, it also serves as a successful fundraiser for educational initiatives at both universities. The Florida Classic is a major event for people all over the state and the nation to celebrate their culture, diversity, and love for the rival teams. The game also offers a perfect opportunity to meet and bond with family, friends, colleagues, and college comrades over a competitive game, good food, and great music.
My first experience with Florida Classic weekend, 2012, me and a few friends who reside in Jacksonville, Florida, got exposed to our first ever Florida Classic game. One of the best experiences I've ever experienced. Like nothing short of like black excellence there.
It is more than just the nation's largest annual HBCU football game. It's a celebration of sports, family, music, and culture woven into the fabric of Central Florida. Today, it's one of the most anticipated college football bowl games in the country and boasts an average attendance of 60,000 spectators per game. The highest attendance, 73,358 attendees, was recorded in Orlando in 2003. Fans who missed the game can also catch it from the comfort of their homes, courtesy of ESPN Network. The Classic has been a sensation for decades and has impacted several generations thanks to its rich history, traditions, and bragging rights. Although the Florida Classic was born in 1978 in Tampa, the arch rivals have played against each other since 1925 in Tallahassee. When the home stadiums eventually became too small to hold the tens of thousands of spectators, they had to find a venue large enough to accommodate the surge. Some of those venues include Daytona International Speedway, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, and Welch Memorial Stadium. The search for the ideal stadium did not end there. The schools and game organizers searched for the perfect stadium through the early and mid-70s until they settled on a permanent location in Tampa in 1978. The search for the perfect location continued, and in 1997, the two schools agreed to move the game to Camping World Stadium in Orlando. It was then called the Florida Citrus Bowl. The Classic weekend is a spectacular kickoff to the bowl season and provides a huge economic boost to Orlando and the largest Central Florida community. 3 out of 4 spectators are from out of town, resulting in an influx of tourist dollars to businesses throughout the area. The result is an economic impact of up to $28 million per year for the Central Florida region.
Watching the games, going out to like Campbell World Stadium, seeing the halftime shows. I remember my first performance I've ever seen was like with the iconic Charlie Wilson doing a performance. At the time, it was like 2012. Dude was like, I want to believe in his 60s. Like homie moving was like, when the way he was performing, like better than any artist I've seen in this day and age. I want to say like 2019. You know, I'm a FAMU supporter. You heard me? Never went to the college. I wanted to, but when they had their first win in like an 8-year meetup between them and Bethune-Cookman, third one, I would say, you know, the first time I went VIP at a club, you know, Beach in Orlando, me and my crew, we went 5 deep and turned into like 20 deep.
Additionally, the schools benefit from revenues obtained from the game and subsequent events around the community. The Orange County Board of County Commissioners awards the Florida Classic Consortium $500,000. Together with tourist, tax, and other funds amassed from the game, the donation goes toward providing FAMU and BCU students with scholarships. The variety of activities lined up for fans make the Classic much more exciting, impactful, and memorable every single year. These events include the Florida Classic Night of Distinction, the Florida Classic Consortium Kickoff Luncheon, the Diversity Job Fair, and the much anticipated Battle of the Bands. Tickets do go quickly, so I recommend getting those tickets ASAP. See y'all in Orlando. Let's get it. Content source, FloridaClassic.org.